One high-profile Alabama politico gets a name drop in Trump's victory speech.
Senator Jeff Sessions secures his spot in Donald Trump's inner circle. News 5's Chad Petrie joining us here in the studio with more on that.
Well, you know, there was no doubt that Donald Trump would carry Alabama. That certainly happened last night, and Alabama Senator Jeff Sessions has been carrying water for Donald Trump, even during a time when media pundits were laughing him off as the joke candidate of the election in 2015. There's probably no greater reward for doing all that work than right now than getting a mention in a presidential victory speech. You'll remember this relationship started way back in 2015, right here in Mobile, on the stage at Lad People Stadium when Sessions ran up to the podium. It was probably the first major political candidate or politician to be seen with a Make America Great Again hat. After that, Sessions had been a policy advisor and was the first sitting senator to officially endorse Trump right before the SEC primary earlier this year. Trump clearly very happy with Sessions' support for more than a year now.
The first man, first senator, first major politician. And let me tell you, he is highly respected in Washington because he's as smart as you get. Senator Jeff Sessions. Where's Jeff?
So as the camera searches for Jeff Sessions, a lot of people back home were wondering, what's next for him? What does this mean? Does this mean he's going to get a cabinet spot? Possibilities could include an attorney general, maybe, Homeland Security secretary. The other thing is, if Trump does pluck Sessions from the Senate, he won't have to worry about losing that seat to the upper house to Democrats. With a Republican governor and a strong Republican electorate, is undoubtedly going to be filled by a Republican in that seat if Sessions does move out of the Senate.
And this morning, it may be hard to believe that that very video was August 2015.
This is before any votes been cast.
Happened before any votes, before the primaries, before anything. And of course, Sessions, at that time, there was someone in the audience with a Trump Sessions sign, almost as a harbinger would he run as his running mate, but that didn't happen either.
And you remember the speculation at that time was, hey, could this be the VP pick? Clearly he didn't need Sessions to secure Alabama, but it certainly is interesting to see Sessions play such a large role in the campaign.
It's been a very close relationship for over a year, and he's been a foreign policy advisor very close to Donald Trump throughout this campaign, so it is going to be interesting to see where he lands in that administration, if somewhere.
All right, Chad, thanks very much. Well, Republicans